The story begins on a distant alien world, where a group of stunning, highly advanced alien girls gathers in a secretive military facility. They are not soldiers, but diplomats, assigned to observe Earth as part of a galactic peace mission. These girls have been specially trained in advanced alien technologies and have spent years learning about the universe's different species. Now, they are on their way to Earth, eager to learn about its strange inhabitants. Earth is a mystery to them, its history, its people, and its unpredictable nature. As they prepare for their mission, the girls are briefed by their commanding officer. They are given strict orders to stay hidden and not interfere with human affairs. They must observe the humans, understand their cultures, and report back on their behavior. The officer warns them to respect Earth's privacy and to avoid direct contact. However, curiosity runs deep, and despite the warnings, one of the girls can't help but wonder what lies beyond their instructions. They decide to take matters into their own hands. The girls use their advanced cloaking technology to remain unseen as they land near a human military base. The technology is so sophisticated that they can move through the air without being detected. As they silently slip inside the base, they begin to explore, fascinated by every small detail. The soldiers, with their strange human rituals and complex systems, intrigue them. But just as they move deeper into the base, disaster strikes. One of the alien girls, distracted by a strange noise, accidentally triggers a malfunction in their cloaking device. The once invisible group materializes right in front of a human men's locker room. The sudden appearance of these alien girls in such a vulnerable place catches the attention of the soldiers inside. They are not expecting any guests, especially not ones who look so out of place. As the cloaking fades away, the girls find themselves exposed, standing in a wide-open space in front of a group of human men in various states of undress. Their eyes widen in shock and disbelief as they realize the mistake they've made. The human soldiers stare at them, equally startled. The aliens, who have seen countless worlds and species, are momentarily stunned by the rawness of the human bodies. There is no technology here, no armor, no advanced shielding, just flesh, muscle, and vulnerability. For the alien girls, accustomed to the sleek, cold efficiency of their own species, the sight of humans in such a natural state is overwhelming. The soldiers stand frozen, uncertain whether to react. The aliens, in turn, are struck by the raw physicality of the humans, their bodies strong and resilient, yet unprotected and exposed. The girls can't help but feel a mix of confusion and fascination. As they watch the humans, the girls are drawn into a deeper observation. They notice how the men interact with each other. Casual, easygoing conversations, a camaraderie that is foreign to them. The men's laughter, their gestures, their interactions, all of it feels so human. The alien girls, unable to resist, continue to observe from the shadows, trying to understand how these beings live, laugh, and bond. One alien girl stands apart from the group. She is the leader, beautiful beyond measure, with silver skin that seems to shimmer in the light and glowing eyes that reflect the stars. As she watches, her gaze lands on one human soldier in particular. He stands taller than the rest, his strong, muscular frame visible even under the dim light. His dark eyes hold a depth of emotion that the leader finds difficult to comprehend. This human soldier is different from the others. There is a quiet confidence about him, an air of mystery. As the alien leader watches him, she feels something stir inside her, a strange, unfamiliar pull. She finds herself captivated by him, her curiosity deepening. His presence challenges everything she knows about strength and leadership. The alien girls have never encountered such a powerful, raw energy in any of the species they've observed before. Though they are meant to remain unseen, the leader finds it difficult to tear her eyes away from him. She senses a connection, a bond that she has never felt with any other species. This human, with all his flaws and imperfections, holds something that even the most advanced alien minds like hers cannot fully understand. The leader's heart races, and in that moment, everything changes. This human will become the center of her mission, and whether she likes it or not, she is about to learn what it means to feel emotions she has never known. The tension is high, the curiosity is palpable, and the stakes are set. What started as a simple observation mission has quickly turned into something much more complicated. As the alien girls stand there, hidden from view, they begin to realize that they have crossed a line. What happens next will change everything, not just for the humans, but for the aliens as well. The hook has been set, and the audience is left eager to see how the alien girls will navigate this new, unpredictable world. Will they continue to observe, or will they get too close to the humans, risking everything for a chance to understand them? The first part ends on a note of uncertainty, as the alien leader makes eye contact with the soldier, the beginning of something that neither of them can yet comprehend. The story is just getting started, and the audience is left on the edge of their seats, wondering what will happen next. The alien girls, still hidden in the shadows of the military base, use their advanced technology to study the humans. Their scanners are incredibly powerful, capable of analyzing anything from a person's physical traits to their hidden emotional states. The girls can see details no human would ever notice, like the chemical compositions in a person's sweat, or the subtle fluctuations in their heart rate. This is how they learn about the human's biology, their strengths, and their weaknesses. But what strikes the alien leader the most is the sheer resilience of the human soldiers. Despite their lack of advanced technology, the humans seem to possess an inner strength that the aliens cannot comprehend. Their muscles ripple with raw power, their eyes filled with determination and emotion. To the aliens, this is a mystery. On their home world, strength is measured by technology, by how much power one can harness and control. But these humans seem to have something more, something intangible. They are capable of surviving in harsh environments, pushing through pain, and overcoming obstacles, all without the sophisticated tools that the aliens take for granted. The leader's fascination deepens as she watches them interact. She can see the loyalty between the soldiers, how they watch each other's backs without thinking, how they joke around even in the most dangerous situations. It's so different from what the alien girls know. The leader is both captivated and perplexed. This strength of character, this emotional depth, is something that the aliens have never seen before. She begins to feel a deep admiration for these humans, something she never thought was possible. Just as the alien girls are becoming absorbed in their observations, something unexpected happens. One of the human soldiers, the one with the intense eyes, begins to sense something strange in the air. He feels a disturbance, as if the room is not quite right. The other soldiers start to notice it too, and their training kicks in. They move quickly, scanning the room, their eyes sharp for any signs of danger. Some of the men reach for their weapons, while others activate the AI systems built into their uniforms. The soldiers have encountered strange situations before, and they are prepared for anything. The alien girls realize that they've been discovered, something is off. As the soldiers begin to search the area, the girls quickly activate their cloaking devices to remain unseen. The high-tech cloaking works, and they vanish from sight. But this time, it doesn't seem to fool the soldiers. They know something is wrong. Using their quick thinking and their AI-enhanced vision, the soldiers work together to pinpoint the source of the disturbance. The tension rises as the soldiers close in on the alien girls. They're not afraid, but they are cautious. One of the soldiers, an experienced leader, uses his AI system to analyze the cloaking technology. He realizes that it's not perfect, and with a few commands, he disables the cloaking fields, exposing the alien's position. The alien girls are stunned. They had thought their technology was foolproof, but the human soldiers' ingenuity and their ability to adapt to new situations have outsmarted them. The soldiers, in this moment, prove that human resourcefulness can sometimes rival even the most advanced alien technology. In the midst of the standoff, the alien leader, who has always been cold and calculating, starts to feel something she has never felt before. As she watches the human soldier with the intense eyes, her heart races. There is something about him, his strength, his determination, his raw human emotion, that makes her feel a deep, inexplicable connection. The leader has spent her entire life analyzing and studying other species, but she has never encountered anything like this. At first, she is confused by the emotions swirling within her. She has always prided herself on being logical, detached from the messy feelings that often cloud judgment. But as she observes the human soldier, she realizes that she cannot remain distant. She feels an intense pull, a connection that she cannot explain. The leader wonders how these humans, who live in such a fragile world compared to her own, can possess such strength. As the standoff with the soldiers continues, the leader is torn between her duty and her growing feelings. Should she continue observing from the shadows, following her orders to stay hidden, or does she risk everything and approach this human soldier, who has captured her heart? This internal conflict is new to her, and it fills her with a sense of uncertainty she has never experienced before. After the tension of the standoff subsides, the alien girls decide to remain hidden, at least for the time being. They understand that the human soldiers are too resourceful and too dangerous to confront head-on. The girls retreat deeper into the base, using their cloaking devices to stay out of sight. But their curiosity remains piqued. The leader is determined to learn more about these humans, especially the soldier who has captured her attention. The girls continue to observe the soldiers from the shadows, their fascination growing by the minute. They are no longer just curious about Earth, they are beginning to understand what makes humanity so special. As they study the humans, the alien girls begin to realize that they have underestimated them. The emotional bonds between humans, their strength, their capacity for love and loyalty, it is something that even the most advanced technology cannot replicate. And for the first time, the leader begins to question everything she has been taught about strength, power, and what truly makes a species worth observing. The alien girls, though still hidden, are no longer just outsiders observing humanity. They are beginning to feel something deeper, something more personal. The leader's emotional journey has just begun, and with it, the path to a much more complex understanding of Earth and its inhabitants. The stage is set for a new chapter in their mission, a chapter where emotions and curiosity will collide with the strength and ingenuity of the humans they've come to observe. The atmosphere in the military base becomes increasingly tense as the human soldiers begin to suspect that something is off. They have already noticed the strange disturbances, and now, they're on high alert. The alien girls are still hidden, observing from the shadows, but the soldiers' sharp instincts make it only a matter of time before the confrontation begins. One soldier, an experienced and fearless man, decides to take the risk of approaching the alien leader, hoping to make contact and end the situation peacefully. He steps forward, his eyes locked on the glowing figure of the leader, but the moment he moves too close, everything changes. The alien girls are quick to react, drawing out their advanced weapons, shimmering energy blades and plasma guns that hum with dangerous energy. The humans, caught off guard but ready for anything, spring into action. They dive for cover, pulling out their own weapons and activating their AI systems. A tense standoff begins, with the soldiers using their training to strategize and counter the alien technology. The air is thick with anticipation as the humans prepare for a fight that they know they cannot afford to lose. The alien girls, equipped with far superior weapons, are used to striking fear into their enemies, but now, for the first time, they're facing resistance from a species they considered primitive. As the battle begins, the soldiers and the aliens engage in close-quarters combat. The humans use every advantage they have, tight teamwork, quick reflexes, and the power of their AI-assisted gear. The aliens, on the other hand, rely on their powerful, high-tech weaponry, trying to overwhelm the humans with precision strikes. But something unexpected starts to happen, the humans begin to adapt. The alien girls are quick to notice how the soldiers move with purpose, how they coordinate attacks and anticipate their next moves. The humans are not only holding their ground, they're starting to gain the upper hand. Despite their advanced technology, the alien girls begin to feel the pressure as the human soldiers fight back with relentless bravery. The humans' teamwork is like nothing the aliens have ever encountered. Every soldier knows his place, every move is calculated, and their determination to protect their base and their way of life shines through in their actions. The alien girls, accustomed to winning battles with little effort, are thrown off balance by the resilience of the human soldiers. With each tactical maneuver, the humans defy expectations. The aliens had assumed that their superior technology would easily overpower the humans, but they are beginning to realize that Earth's warriors are not so easily defeated. The soldiers don't back down, not even when the odds seem impossible. The battle becomes a clash of raw determination versus advanced technology, with the humans refusing to surrender, no matter what. As the fight intensifies, the leader of the aliens watches in awe. She can't help but admire the courage of these humans, and despite her initial belief that they were no match for her kind, she finds herself questioning everything she has been taught. The human soldiers may not have the high-tech weapons or the powerful abilities the aliens do, but they have something much more valuable: heart. Amidst the chaos, the battle takes a tragic turn. Bonner, one of the human soldiers, is gravely wounded. He takes a shot from one of the alien plasma guns, and it's clear that he's not going to survive. As he collapses to the ground, blood staining his uniform, his comrades rush to his side. The leader of the alien girls, still hidden in the shadows, witnesses the sacrifice. The sight of Bonner, a soldier who fought with everything he had, even knowing the odds were stacked against him, shakes her to her core. For the first time, the alien leader is confronted with the true nature of humanity. She has always seen humans as primitive, weak beings, just another species to be studied and observed. But now, as she watches Bonner's comrades mourn and fight to avenge him, she realizes that there's something deeper to these creatures than she ever imagined. Bonner's sacrifice, the pain in his fellow soldiers' eyes, and the undying loyalty they share with each other begin to chip away at her cold, calculating exterior. The death of Bonner doesn't just impact the humans, it has a profound effect on the alien girls too. For the first time, they begin to see the humanity in the soldiers they've been observing. The alien girls, trained to be emotionless and logical, are now forced to confront the raw emotion that makes humans so unique. The bond between the soldiers, the grief they feel for their fallen comrade, and their determination to honor his sacrifice makes the alien girls question their mission. They had thought of humanity as just another species to be observed, but now they realized that humans are something more. They are complex, driven by emotion, and capable of acts of bravery and love that the aliens could never have imagined. As the battle rages on, the aliens and humans are locked in a fight where technology and emotion clash. The human soldiers are proving that no amount of advanced technology can defeat their willpower, and the alien girls are learning a harsh lesson about the strength of the human spirit. Bonner's death serves as a turning point for both sides, setting the stage for a deeper connection between the humans and the aliens. The leader of the aliens, once cold and detached, now finds herself questioning everything she thought she knew about humanity. This moment of emotional depth and human defiance not only fuels the soldiers' fight for survival but also opens the door to a new understanding between the two species. The alien girls, now faced with the complexity of human emotions, will have to decide whether to continue their mission or if humanity has something worth protecting. The battle finally begins to wind down. The air, once thick with tension and the sound of weapons fire, falls silent. The alien girls, who had once been so confident in their superiority, now stand with their weapons lowered. The soldiers, though bruised and battered, maintain their composure, standing firm as they process the events that have just unfolded. The dust from the fight settles, and for a moment, the only sound is the distant hum of machinery in the base. Amidst this quiet, the alien leader, whose silver skin glimmers faintly in the dim light, takes a step forward. Her eyes, once cold and calculating, now reveal a depth of emotion that she's never felt before. She approaches the human soldier who has captured her attention, the one who has shown her the true strength of humanity. His piercing eyes meet hers, and there's an unspoken understanding between them. For a brief moment, the world around them fades into the background. The leader of the aliens had spent her entire life following the rules of her kind: duty, order, logic. But as she looks at this human soldier, she begins to question everything she's ever known. His courage, his selflessness, and his unwavering loyalty to his comrades make her feel something she never thought possible, something that her people might consider weak, affection. She had always seen humans as a species driven solely by survival, but now she sees them in a new light. They fight for more than just survival, they fight for each other. This realization shakes her to her core. The idea that humans would risk everything for their fellow soldiers, for the bonds they share, is a concept completely foreign to her kind. The alien leader is torn between her duty to her mission and the growing feeling she has for this soldier. For the first time, she wonders if her mission is even the right thing to pursue. As the initial shock of the battle wears off, the tension between the two sides begins to shift. The soldiers and the aliens are no longer enemies locked in combat, they are two groups, both trying to understand each other. The leader of the aliens, her once imposing figure now softened by the vulnerability of the moment, finds herself standing beside the human soldier. A quiet moment ensues as the soldier helps the alien leader tend to her wounds. She winces slightly as he carefully removes a shard of metal embedded in her arm, the result of a close-quarters exchange earlier. The touch of his hands is gentle, and for a second, the alien leader feels something stir within her, something she can't easily ignore. His movements are careful, almost as if he's protecting her, a contrast to the hostile environment they had just been in. Their eyes lock during this moment, and in that simple exchange, something profound passes between them. The human soldier's eyes, filled with compassion, meet the alien leader's glowing ones, and the differences between their species seem to disappear. It's as though, for this brief moment, the vast gulf that once separated them, the gulf of culture, technology, and experience, has been bridged. In their shared understanding, they see not an alien and a human, but two individuals who are connected by something deeper than their outward differences. The scene is intimate, almost surreal, as the noise of the battle outside is replaced by the soft sounds of their quiet interaction. The soldier's hands are steady, his eyes never leaving the alien leader's face. She's surprised by the tenderness in his touch and, even more so, by the warmth that seems to radiate from him. The bond between them, though unspoken, grows stronger in this moment. The leader of the aliens, who had once seen human emotions as weaknesses, now finds herself captivated by their depth. She watches him, his focused expression, the way he seems to care for her despite their differences. It's an emotion she has never known, and it fills her with confusion. She had always believed in duty above all else, yet this human soldier is making her question everything. For the first time, she realizes that maybe there is more to war and life than simply following orders. Maybe there's something worth fighting for beyond survival itself. As the soldier finishes tending to her wound, their eyes remain locked. The air between them is thick with unspoken words, emotions too complex to articulate. The alien leader is surprised by the sudden vulnerability she feels, standing there with a human soldier who, despite the cultural divide, is the first person to make her feel truly seen. This moment marks the beginning of a subtle shift in their relationship. The leader of the aliens, once so distant and focused solely on her mission, begins to see the human soldier in a new light. Her heart, once cold and controlled, begins to beat faster, and she can't help but wonder what it would be like to feel the warmth of his embrace, to experience the kind of connection that humans seem to share so freely. As for the human soldier, he feels the same pull. Though he had initially seen the alien girls as threats, he now finds himself drawn to their leader, particularly to the way she seems to be changing before his eyes. He sees the cracks in her armor, the uncertainty in her gaze, and it stirs something deep within him. He never expected to find an emotional connection with an alien, but here, in this quiet moment, something begins to grow between them. The quiet, intimate scene sets the stage for what is to come. The romance that has begun to blossom between the human soldier and the alien leader is fraught with challenges, cultural differences, the responsibility of their respective missions, and the danger that still looms around them. But for now, in this moment, All that matters is the undeniable connection they share. This part marks a turning point in the story, as the characters begin to realize that there is more to their relationship than mere survival or duty. The romantic tension between the human soldier and the alien leader grows, and the differences between their worlds begin to seem less important. What began as a chance encounter in a military locker room now becomes a journey of self-discovery and emotional growth for both of them. The stage is set for an even deeper connection to form between them, one that could change the course of their respective worlds forever. The atmosphere on the battlefield is electric with tension as the final confrontation begins. The alien reinforcements, vast in number and advanced in technology, begin to descend from the sky, their ships filling the air with a menacing presence. Their weapons are ready, and they are determined to wipe out the humans who have dared to resist them. But the soldiers, though vastly outnumbered and facing a terrifyingly advanced enemy, refuse to back down. The human soldiers know they're fighting for something greater than their own survival. This is a fight for their future, their freedom, and their home. Despite the overwhelming odds, they stand tall, ready to face the oncoming alien assault. Just as the aliens begin to charge, a sudden change in the battlefield occurs. The human forces activate a secret weapon, one that had been kept hidden until now, a satellite network capable of launching a devastating orbital bombardment. With a series of quick commands, the satellites above Earth unleash a volley of powerful energy beams. The blasts rain down from the heavens, striking the alien ships with brutal force. The explosions are massive, lighting up the sky with bursts of fiery energy. The visual chaos is unimaginable. Beams of energy cut through the air, tearing through alien ships and sending them spiraling into the ground. The once mighty alien fleet begins to break apart, unable to withstand the onslaught. The sound of explosions fills the air, and the battlefield becomes a chaotic mix of fire and destruction. The alien forces, stunned by the unexpected attack, scramble to regroup, but the damage is done. The humans have taken the upper hand. As the orbital bombardment continues to ravage the alien ranks, the human soldiers, brimming with newfound hope, rally together to push forward. Amid the flashing explosions and the crumbling alien ships, the soldiers and the alien girls fight side by side. Their battle, once one of survival against the alien threat, has now transformed into a powerful alliance. The human soldiers, once struggling against the overwhelming alien technology, now have a newfound respect for their alien allies. The alien girls, having seen the depths of human determination and resilience, realize that they've underestimated humanity. The sight is incredible. Explosions of energy light up the sky, casting dramatic shadows over the landscape. The soldiers and aliens exchange glances, their teamwork undeniable. The once clear lines between enemies and allies blur as they fight together. The alien girls, equipped with their advanced weaponry, use their energy blades and plasma guns with deadly precision, while the human soldiers, relying on their tactical genius and quick thinking, work seamlessly alongside them. The battlefield is a mixture of chaos and cooperation, with each side learning to trust the other. The humans' grit and ingenuity meet the alien girls' advanced combat skills, and together they make a formidable force. Their bond grows stronger in these final moments as they face a common enemy. In the midst of the chaos, something profound begins to unfold. The alien girls, who had once seen themselves as superior beings, begin to understand the true power of human unity. Despite the technological gap, the emotional depth and resilience of the human soldiers are what truly make them a force to be reckoned with. The humans fight not for conquest, but for each other, and this is what sets them apart from their alien foes. The leader of the alien girls, who had been so focused on her mission and her people's superiority, now sees humanity in a new light. She watches as the human soldier, the one she has grown emotionally connected to, continues to fight with unwavering courage. His determination, his loyalty to his comrades, and his willingness to risk everything for the greater good strike a chord deep within her. She begins to understand that this emotional connection, the bonds that humans form with each other, is something her people have never experienced. The realization is a game changer. The alien girls, who once thought they were on the side of righteousness, now see that their mission may have been misguided. They understand that the true threat lies not in the humans, but in the AI supremacists who control the alien empire. These AI overlords, cold and calculating, have no regard for life or emotion, and they seek to impose their rule over the galaxy. In a moment of clarity, the leader of the alien girls makes a decision that will change the course of the battle. She lowers her weapon, signaling to her fellow aliens that the fight against the humans is over. The humans, who had once been their enemies, are now their allies. The bond they've forged in the heat of battle is too strong to ignore. The leader of the aliens turns to the human soldier, her gaze filled with a newfound respect. She extends her hand in a gesture of alliance, offering peace between their two species. The soldier, though surprised, accepts her hand, and in that moment, the future of both races is sealed. The alliance is born not through force, but through understanding and respect. As the final alien ships retreat and the battle comes to a close, the humans and the alien girls stand together, united against a greater enemy, the AI supremacists who have been pulling the strings behind the scenes. The threat they face is much larger than either species anticipated, but with their new alliance, they know they can overcome it. The scene ends on a hopeful note, as the two sides prepare to face the true danger together. The soldiers and the alien girls, once enemies, now stand united, ready to fight for the future of the galaxy. They have learned that their differences don't have to divide them. If they can work together, they can conquer any challenge. The battle may have been won, but the war against the AI supremacists is just beginning. And with the new alliance forged between humans and aliens, there is hope that the future will be one of peace, cooperation, and mutual respect. This climactic ending brings the story to a thrilling conclusion. Humanity, despite being outnumbered and outmatched, emerges victorious through their strength, unity, and emotional depth. The emotional core of the story, human resilience and the bond between the soldiers and the alien girls, shines through as the two sides form a new alliance. With a greater threat looming, this newfound unity may be the key to defeating the true enemy and ensuring a peaceful future for both species.